education, go for Joseph Waka. For development, go for Emmanuel Mukwe. For agriculture, go for Joseph Waka. For peace and unity, go for Joseph Waka. Listen. When you have the issue, go for the president that will help your nation not go for competition. You gotta do before you go. You gotta do before you go. Oh my brother, oh my sister, you gotta do before you go. You gotta do before you go. When you have money, you won't fall for the public. Fall for the public, cause public know the thing. Yeah, fall for public. Yeah, fall for you. When you become president, who knows your bill? Who's your bill? You will be free with children. You gotta think before you go. You gotta think before you go. Chile give me chance, Joseph Waka coming. Chile give me chance, Joseph Waka coming. Chile give me chance. Take on the back. When you try to see, Boris Yuma, Tim Koto, Tamauna, Sabuaka, Says Marie, Tam. Shake it, rock it, shake it. You did my thing. Joseph Waka. Emmanuel. Yes. Support Joseph Waka. Yes, some people carry children, play toy in the back of the go in the air. They say la satole, tawa la, I want la carabule. And now I will hear from. We now voting for A. Joseph Waka the one. Number one. We are the best. And more the rest. Choose Joseph Waka. Sorry for the change. One day. Joseph Waka. Sorry for the change. One day. Choose Joseph Waka. Sorry for the change. One day. Joseph Waka. Sorry for the change. One day.
Yo, come on, yo, come on, yo, come on. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one. All right. Just so you know, this is all the song I'm playing this morning was promotional songs sung by Eric Johnson, and we want to tell our followers, folks who have donated, and those who are planning to donate for Eric Johnson, keep coming on. The cash app number said the same 267-648-8012. We will continue asking you. And those of you who have done it already, we want to say thank you so much. Your God will put by where you took that amount from. All right. Some people don't like their need to be called, so we just keep it as it is. All right. So, but God will bless everybody. All the songs that I played this morning are all sung by somebody that I would say based on their God-given talent and go to school for it. Nothing. Get a Joey. You go to school for football. You just play it and that's it. So we need to promote our own natural talent. Those of us that live in America, we guys know what we call America Got Talent, right? Where they get children from different communities, go there, improve it, and help them. So we ain't got nothing much to help, but let's just do one or two things so the person can survive. That's it. Thank you very much. So we'll go to Eric. All right. Thank you.
He's a wicked man, wicked man, wicked man. He's a bad man, wicked man, silly man. He's a liar man, liar man, liar man. He's a dirty man, dirty man. He's a ripping man, ripping man. He's a ripping man, silly man, dirty man. He's a wicked man, wicked man. Wow, I say wow. The people are crying. Wow, every day and night.
So this is a rebuttal song sung against President Williams, Mr. Lyman's son. You see how the boy is creative? Yeah, rebuttal. Some people could call it counter. All right. But just so you know, that is why it is. All right, folks. You get out. Let's talk. Today the topic is how do I call it? Politically partisan topic. Okay. We want to hear from you. What is your take? Let me just give it to you right now. Who should Joseph Boakai select as a running mate on the Unity Party ticket for the 2023 legislative and presidential election in Liberia? With question mark. What is your suggestion? Who should he select and why? If you say John Brown, then the next question is why John Brown should be selected by JMP as the next president and the past president of the Republic of Liberia. All right? That is our topic. Start thinking about it, and we'll get it very soon. All right? Take care. Keep going.
Come on!
We not lie to you.
We not lie to you. Jaja know what's up. We not lie
To you.
We
not lie to you.
We not
Lie to you.
Jaja know.
Hey, Papa.
He's a liar man, liar man, liar man. He's a wicked man, wicked man, wicked man. He's a bad man, wicked man, silly man. He's a liar man, liar man, liar man. He's a dirty man, dirty man. He's a ripping man, ripping man, ripping man. He's a ripping man, silly man, scary man. He's a wicked man, wicked man, wicked man. Wow, I say wow. The people are crying. Wow, every day and night, our children are crying. Yeah, yeah, no justice for their poor. We don't lie, we don't lie. Killing people every day.
We not lie, man. We not lie. Miss a lie, man. We not lie. That is true.
People suffering.
People are suffering. You see it.
Just see the country money, people just suffering. For we not enjoying, seriously suffering. We do what we form, we not know what we doing. Get it every day. Not get it every day. I said rap it every day.
Yeah. Ripping every day.
Every day. Get it.
Ripping every day.
Come on, come on. RP. Mr. Lion Man. Wicked man. Jaja know what's up, Baba. Oh man, Jaja know. He don't lie to you. Hey, yeah. We not lie to you. We not lie to you. We not lie to you. Jaja know what's up. We not lie to you. We not lie to you. We not lie to you. Jaja know what's up. Jaja know.
Interesting topic this morning. Don't miss it.
He's a wicked man, wicked man, wicked man. He's a bad man, wicked man, silly man. He's a liar man, liar man, liar man. He's a dirty man, dirty man. He's a ripping man, ripping man, ripping man. He's a ripping man, silly man, scary man. He's a wicked man, wicked man, wicked man. Wow, I say wow. The people are crying. Wow, every day and night, our children are crying. Yeah, yeah, no justice for their poor.
No justice for the poor.
We don't lie, we don't lie. Killing people every day.
Somebody asked a question whether this is Josh Weah new music. No, this is not Josh Weah new music. This is Josh Weah, Mr. Lion Man's song that he sang against the Liberian people, quote unquote, his critics. That Eric Johnson came up with a rebuttal that we're not lying to you. We are telling you the truth. Our people are dying and no justice for the poor, and you are stealing. This is a rebuttal song sung by Eric Johnson. the boy who ran away from Joshua because they were chasing him because of the thing. That reality song, Lucky David bomb out the style of singing, That's what happened here. He's very good at putting it together. So let us support him, even we can't do much, but we can do a little. Again, the advocacy will continue. We need to help him. The cash app number is 267-648-8012. Whatever we're able to do, let's do it, folks. We're going to continue playing his songs so we can get to know him better. And once in a while, he will appear on the show, maybe, especially during the campaign. We got to do some dancing. Woo! Let's keep it going.
He's a lion man. He's a wicked man. He's a bad man, wicked man, silly man. He's a lion man. He's a dirty man. He's a ripping man. He's a ripping man, silly man, scary man. He's a wicked man. Wow, I say wow. The people are crying. Wow, every day and night, our children are crying. No justice for them. We don't lie. Hey, people every day. My children crying. People suffering. The city got the money, people just suffering. For we not enjoying, seriously suffering. We know what we want, we not know what we're doing. Get it every day. Don't get it every day. I feel it every day. The line every day. Get it.
All right, folks. We are getting there. Let me see whether we can do one more.
LB, wake up. This is your own boy, DJ. I'm back. Free mama Liberia, nothing to prove. Free mama Liberia, nothing to prove. Free mama Liberia, nothing to prove. Sweet, liberty. Sweet mama Liberia. Hey, don't just say for the poor. Education say simple. Oh, come on, bro. Cause all the day are rude. Only people they give crap.
It sounds like Kitty.
See mama Liberia, nothing to prove. See mama Liberia, nothing to prove. See mama Liberia, nothing to prove. Sweet, 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 sweet mama Liberia.
Come on!
We're hoping for change. There's no change. No change. Our people cry. Our children suffering. Our people are crying. Our people are suffering. Hey, no change. Save us every night, take it pain. The wedding no salary. I say rain, rain. Get all the resources. God say we dey pour their country. Carry them on and go. Carry rubber go. Carry iron go. Hey Lord, we want to know. But no justice for the poor. We want to know. No medication. No invitation. So destruction. That's all they know.
That's all they do, man. Come on. Get out of your closet. Get out of your closet.
See mama Liberia. Nothing to prove. See mama Liberia. Nothing to prove. Sweet, 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 my liberty. Sweet, sweet, sweet mama Liberia. Come on, come on.
Woo! Fire you so.
Pass up them. In that entry. So baby, are you weak? Begin. RP.
Eric Johnson in the house.
Two for the people. Be mama Liberia. Nothing to prove. Be mama Liberia. Nothing to prove. Sweet mama Liberia. Nothing to prove. Sweet, 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 like my liberty. Sweet, 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 like nobody.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. That was fabulous. That was fabulous. Eric Johnson. Very, very gifted. Oh my gifted Liberian. Oh my God. Let's try the old lady, okay?
Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, thank you for joining me on Upfront. It's been more than a year since you left office as president of Liberia. You came into power off the back of a peace deal that followed decades of war and violence and coups. You ended your mandate with Liberia's first successful democratic transition in 73 years. You're the first woman to lead an African nation, a Nobel Peace Prize winner. And yet some might say you've been more popular abroad than you have been at home. What do you say to them?
Well, you know, I think if one really went around the country, where I spent a lot of time going into rural areas, being able to work with farmers and rural women and traders, and you know, I found that I was very well connected with them. But also, if in the city, some of the positions I took were maybe not popular, then that's fine. But I also know that I had to be out there in the global community, being able to mobilize the support for Liberia, being able to restore Liberia's creditworthiness, being able to make sure that the partnership that we needed, you know, was put in place to enable us to achieve our development goals. I'm very happy with what I was able to do.
when you became president in 2005, you pledged a war on corruption. You called it, quote, a national cancer and, quote, public enemy number one. But then you yourself were hit with a variety of scandals, your government, and you later said you, quote, underestimated the cultural roots of corruption. But surely Liberian culture isn't to blame for corruption. Liberian politicians, such as yourself and others, are to blame for corruption.
Well, let me tell you, politicians are part of the culture. Politicians are part of the value system.
But it sounds like you're blaming the public, the country, for the actions of politicians.
I'm not blaming anybody. No. I think you're just talking without listening. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying dependency, dishonesty came part of the Liberian culture or the institutions to fight corruption were not there.
You mentioned the institutions, and yet you did have an independent corruption watchdog, the General Auditing Commission, which found 20 government ministers, accused 20 government ministers of corruption, and you failed to prosecute any of them. Why?
Well, let me tell you something. All of those reports were sent to our Liberia Anti-Corruption Agency. They were also sent to our legislature. We organized a particular unit in the presidency to be able to look at all of those cases and to be able to send them forward to the Ministry of Justice wherever they thought prosecution was necessary.
So why weren't they prosecuted?
Well, well, because our system is like that. If you want to really understand Liberia, you need to dig a little bit deeper. You need to understand our culture, our values, our systems. And the way to attack is not always to just make a whole lot of noise about it, but to quietly build those institutions that are going to be long-lasting.
What is three of your sons and your sister to top government positions, something that led to your fellow Liberian Nobel Peace Laureate, Lema Bowie, to resign from her post as head of Liberia's Peace and Reconciliation Commission. Does she not understand Liberian culture or institutions?
No. Let's put it this way. First of all, when I took office, if you're talking about one of my sons was always in place a couple of administrations before I took place, and I didn't fire him. Yes, I didn't think it was necessary to do so. If you're talking about the others where I needed a specialized skill to be able to achieve our objective of trying to mobilize, to tackle our major development programs, that's what I did. And frankly, will you please look around today at some other countries that have found themselves perhaps in similar position and have been able to put in place those particular relatives close to them.
Which countries are those?
They could trust. I'll leave that to you to do your research on.
Well, I've done my research. The British Prime Minister hasn't appointed any family members. The Canadian Prime Minister hasn't appointed any family members. The French President hasn't appointed any family members. The German Chancellor hasn't appointed any family members. I could keep going, Ellen Johnson-Sirleaf.
Good for them, is that all?
Well, you were saying look at other countries. I'm saying it's not a common practice for presidents or prime ministers, certainly not in democratic nations, to appoint a bunch of family members to run various institutions.
Well, look, let me put it this way. We're really gone beyond this now. You know, let's deal with the real issues of Liberia. Let's deal with how we can help this country to succeed.
You say let's deal with Liberia's real issues. No. You said you appointed family members for specialized skill sets. Your son Robert Sirleaf was appointed chairman of Liberia's national oil company. That company went bankrupt and $30 to $40 million US disappeared. What special skill set did he bring to national oil company?
No. First of all, let me just say, what you just said is a blatant lie. L-I-E, lie. You go look at the records. There is nothing about that company going bankrupt.
So there were no problems at all at National Oil Company?
The National Oil Company ran into because the two companies that were trying to exploit for oil, ExxonMobil and Chevron, could not find oil. They pulled out, and that meant that this company could not continue. It's as simple as that. And the record is clear.
How about the Liberia Central Bank? You appointed your son Charles Sirleaf as deputy governor there. You suspended him. You suspended him for failing to declare his assets. And 2 months ago, he was ordered to be held in jail while awaiting trial for having unlawfully printed local currency worth tens of millions of US dollars. Did you know he was doing that?
Well, I didn't know you wanted to have an interview just to come out with outrageous statements. I mean, if that was so,
I'm confused. Was he not?
Should never, no. He should never. I thought you.
Hold on, has he not been held in jail? Is that wrong? Has he not been held in jail?
True. That is not true. That is not true. He was unjustifiably, illegally charged. But anyway,
so he was charged. I mean, that's your opinion. You're his mother. Obviously, you're not going to agree with the charges. I'm just asking you to comment on him being held for trial. You're saying that didn't happen. Please.
No, you're not. No. What you're trying to do is showmanship now. That's what you're trying to do. We don't need that. We need to have a civil exchange.
I'm very civil. I asked a very simple question. You accuse me of making up things. I haven't accused you of anything. I simply asked, your son has been ordered to be held in jail while awaiting trial for having unlawfully printed local currency worth tens of millions of dollars. What's your reaction to that? There's nothing uncivil about that question.
Look, our system requires that when we have a case under the jurisdiction of the court, we're not supposed to talk about it until that matter is settled by the courts. So you're trying to make me do things that are not right and not legal. Please don't do that.
Okay, how about what happened on your watch? You suspended him for failing to declare his assets. Am I lying about that as well?
Oh, what I felt I
That's what we tried to work out here. That's what our viewers want to know. How did you run the government? You appointed family members, suspended some of them. Just wondering how that works.
Oh, well, I don't think you want a conversation.
I do. I don't think you want a conversation because I'm asking questions that are very legitimate questions. I would ask any former president on this show about corruption allegations on their watch. The fact that they happen to be your children is neither here nor there.
You're right.
So you don't want to comment on anything about corruption. Okay. One of the other things critics line up against you for, you're criticized is for your former support of Charles Taylor, your predecessor, who is, of course, a convicted war criminal. In 2009, you formally apologized for having stood behind him. That same year, the Liberian Truth and Reconciliation Commission made a set of recommendations saying that a compensation scheme should be created, a dedicated war crimes court should be set up. You never took action on those things. Why not?
We have moved beyond the Charles Taylor story. We have moved beyond all of those bad things that characterize our country. Liberia needs peace. Liberia needs civility. Liberia needs to claim a future that's devoid of all of those things that have kept us down, that have divided us, that has created problems for us. Well,
isn't that what truth and reconciliation is for, to get past division?
Truth and reconciliation has been gone to the courts. It's left the courts. It has transformed into a palaver hut. That process has started, the process of contrition and forgiveness. All of that has started, and so I don't
But you ignored the actual Commission on Truth and Reconciliation, which also accused you of financing and forming, quote, the warring factions in Liberia's civil wars. The report said that people, including yourself, should be banned from occupying public office for 30 years.
Really? But then maybe you're not up to date on what's happening in our country. Maybe you forget that after that came out, I won 2 elections.
Because you ignored the recommendation that said you shouldn't be allowed to run for office.
No. That went to court. You see, you don't have enough information for the things you say.
Okay.
That's really unfortunate.
Okay.
This matter went to the courts. I didn't put it there. It went up to our Supreme Court, and a decision was taken. You cannot, this body did not have the legal powers to be able to judge people without giving them right of self-defense. It wasn't my case, it was somebody else's case. if you just take a little bit of time to understand the truth and the facts, then you won't have to say some of the things you say.
Okay. It's not true then that the recommendation was for people not to run for office for 30 years. I just made that up.
Well, again, you totally missed the point.
Okay. We'll have to agree and disagree what the report says. People can look it up. One last question. You're one of the few African leaders to have led a peaceful democratic transition. When you look at the state of democracy in some other...
Mr. Taylor, did you ever deal in diamonds with the RUF in return for arms?
Never. There is not one human who believes in the truth can say that I, Charles Ganke Taylor, dealt with the RUF or anyone in the RUF taking diamonds for arms or taking diamonds for anything. None.
I'll ask you very directly, Mr. Taylor. Based on the evidence called by the prosecution, and I'm speaking louder because I'm told that my voice was very faint, were you regularly receiving mayonnaise jars full of diamonds from the RUF?
Never. Ever did I receive, whether it is mayonnaise or coffee or whatever jar, never receive any diamonds from the RUF. It's a lie. It's a diabolical lie. Never.
You put in an allegation.
You to clarify.
Wait.
I'm not in court to present any evidence.
You're making an allegation. You put in an allegation.
I am asking for your clarity, Councillor Johnson.
Yeah, listen,
I'm not in court. I'm not representing them.
And let me answer you. You're running with an allegation or a statement or a hearsay statement on a certain mayor who knows what he knows what to do. Let's say who knows what to do. And you're saying that somebody went on their Facebook page, one of your clients went. Do you know how many fake Facebook pages that we have in this country carrying the names of people? You know how many fake? You know what the propagandists can do? You know what the propagandists in this country can do?
Let me ask you this question before we get us into money, George. I got a quick two questions for you. You brought something that you represented one of the soup guys, and you're very good to them because you're from Studa. Is that person named Gamfoa? Is that the person you represented?
No. I'm not going to call the name.
Oh, you choose not to call the name, so that's fine. Yeah. Are you the direct representative, legal representative of Jefferson Koji?
What do you mean, legal? I have a case for him.
Are you Jefferson Koji lawyer?
I'm representing a case for him that I sued in court for him. Yes.
So you are Jefferson Koji lawyer?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Are you taking pay? Are you representing these 7 gentlemen, and will you get paid? Who paying you?
The 7 gentlemen?
Yeah, the seven guys that you're representing in court. Who retaining you?
You know that. Let me tell you something, Stoughton. I represent a lot of people that sometimes I spend my own money to represent. Maybe you don't know me. I know the cases that I can choose and pay money.
I'm asking you, I say, who have retained you to represent the 7 gentlemen?
They will come to your show. You will talk to them. If you want to bring them, you will bring them. They will tell you. They came to me and they wanted me to represent them. And they asked me to help them. And I'm doing it for them. I'm helping them free of charge.
Are you doing it on merit? Is it free?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for making it very clear.
What were the motive and the basis for that question?
Which question?
The question you're asking.
So many questions I've asked you, sir.
Yeah, the question about whether I'm representing Koji and I represent. Why are you asking the question?
The people will decide, sir. Let's go to Sintomani and George for his question. Sintomani.
His name is Representative Yeke Koluba. One of the primary reasons why I call you here is that a lot of us, including me, we are concerned about your recent pronouncement with the formulation of a new group. I see you buried it. I don't know the name of the Opposition Protection Unit. Protection Unit. The Opposition Protection Unit. You see it? So I mean, all of the vests. Yeah, all of the vests and were printed from where all in Liberia. Opposition Protection Unit. Yes. OPU. Yeah, and you see me my burial, right? Are you going live for the people to know? Yeah.
Okay.
You're live. I hope that 419 there. I hope you're going live. Everything you want me to play, even the lie. You see some of my people, right? They are in the beret. So why did you form this group? The president said no security. You think I'm going to say that to kill me? 2023 will be more. It will be worse than what happened July 26. This and it will be protecting our political leaders and protecting our supporters and the Liberian people. And don't take it for a joke. The Liberian people, the police are here. Why you go? Start making fun of them. We are going to train people for self-defense. I'm a former police officer. Riot control. I did riot control at the police academy. I am one of the instructors. We started already. We started doing our physical fitness. We got some martial art people, you know, trying to train our people. Master the martial. I'm a second then black belt holder. You know, where you go where? Where is the training? You will be invited on our second training day. So you have had the first training? We had the first training, and the people that will train already. Those are some of the people you see behind me. We have started the training with the first 50 men. Because one of the people said, until you can be tracked, we'll protect ourselves. Oh, you think I'm joking with it? And I said, nobody can ask me why you wearing a vest. Nobody's supposed to ask me. Do we have security in the country? The president said the security is no more. Double, like in the Zin house. Malopu, Manyama, like in those Zin houses. She look for generator to put CCTV. You know what I mean for the president to come down low?
There's no white chicken sitting in our legislature for someone to come and say that I white chicken, I rooster here. You know, we gotta be real. You receive money to spend on the people, you gotta spend the money. And I want to be direct. Senator Dillon should spend the money on the people when he receive it. He made a commitment of $5,000 every month to Monserrato County. He received nothing less than $60,000 United dollars. And $45,000 now for a vehicle. Nobody should kind of mislead the general public. We got to be real. The essence of that is to crisscross the county. The records must be visible. Timolene, Ben, or Doc, you people support the candidates. Or Democratic citizen will vote for a candidate and publicly disagree with that candidate is the candidate default on the commitments being made. It's very wrong. The country we're all running, I will say to you, Ben talk about reform. Reform is necessary. There's no debate about legislative reform. Even our votes, the Deputy Speaker just presented an amendment to the rules. Our votes should be public. So no one can come and say, I didn't vote, or I voted this way. You want to lie to the public. The next problem I have is that the journalists, they ban the rest of the people. They know who all can vote because we can vote open. We don't vote in executive session. The rules forbade us to vote in executive session. So the journalists should be able to say, your reporters at the Capitol building should be able to inform you that this is how Akaras voted on the issue. This is how Ben voted on an issue. Besides the record, you can see it visibly. Okay, how people voted on issues like yesterday on fanatical for left session, before we took the vote, before I raised the motion, on Thursday, he wasn't there. But when I saw Spoon putting out that the man was there when we voted, they didn't conclude the tape. I said it was not fair to him. It wasn't fair to him. And James is here, the reporters are here, they cover the entire session. That was not fair. It's not good for the image of your program and other people. Okay, so Ben, normally can get a political leader in the Senate. 11 years, she submit 2 bills, as lead bills. 11 years. If normally Kanye himself submitted 2 bills, lead sponsor, I'm not talking about cost.
Liberia has a serious problem right now, and that's taking on a number of issues. Foremost among them is the issue of corruption. And this is an issue that we are seeing across the board, not just in Liberia, but in other places. And for me, corruption is an act of robbery, plain and simple. It's a cancer in our societies. It is government stealing from the people of Liberia, from the mouths of children. It takes away access to health care. It denies citizens their right to public safety. It stops young people of Liberia from getting the education they deserve. It takes the future away from them. It prevents this country from having the healthy business environment that it needs to lift Liberia out of poverty. It has denied Liberia its place in history, a successful and prosperous country with so many resources to contribute to its people's well-being. Corruption is a democracy killer, and we cannot have that in a place like Liberia, which we're counting on as a bulwark for Africa's democracy. To me, this is the most pressing, it's the most forward-looking challenge facing Liberia today. Liberia has
All right, folks. You heard it from our last clip. That is the current United States ambassador to the United Nations. She was the former United States ambassador to Liberia. According to her, she did a dissertation in Lower County, Republic of Liberia, before she was appointed as ambassador, U.S. ambassador to Liberia by former President Barack Obama. I like her conversation. She's direct. She said government stealing from the people of Liberia. That is the fight. That is the truth. And this is what happens all the times in our country, Liberia. So that's why we need to keep doing what we're doing at our own level. Let us do what we can do. We can't just sit there and do nothing. We can do something positive. And part of that is to continue these advocacies crying out all over the place. Now it has even become easier. You don't have to be a journalist before you can talk. You can say your assistant putting small time, putting small resources, and just be like me, what I'm doing right here. You don't have to be a journalist. You just need to know the issues, and we know the issues. So folks, this morning, before we move forward, let me just read the topic to you again. The topic this morning is, who do you think the Unity Party Joseph Walker Sr. should select as a running mate for 2023 presidential and legislative elections? If you say it's Jordan, why? That is our topic this morning. If you have any idea, give her a call. Give her a call so we all can talk in. I'm not going to get started. I want you to get started. Somebody say I'm sending some kind of way, right? Okay. Okay, I got it. I got a feedback. I'm going to do this down. Take it. Thank you very much. So, like I was saying, we're going to ask questions this morning. If it is okay now, just let me know. Somebody said the mic was terrible. Thank you for that feedback. Who should Joseph Walker select as a running mate for 2023 legislative and presidential election on the Unity Party ticket? If you say John Brown, then let us know why it should be John Brown. If you say Mary Brown, then let us know why it should be Mary. Just give us some kind of small reason. If you got no reason, then that is fine too. All right. But before we go to that, I will call the numbers again. I printed both numbers, the WhatsApp number and also the regular number. So please, my people, I beg you, if you are in America or you are some part of the world that you can call direct, call the direct number. Don't call the WhatsApp number. Let us keep the WhatsApp number for folks who are not able to call direct. I beg you, please. I'm just appealing, because if you do it like that, then you confuse the whole thing with me. And moreover, people that really need to call on WhatsApp, and you know, people are on the ground in Liberia, we really want them to call. If you get it choked there and you can actually call direct, then the people will not have the opportunity to call. All right. All right. So please, I beg you, my people. So the direct number to call the show this morning is 267-938-2801. 267-938-2801. Our WhatsApp number is +1 267 648 8012 +1 267 648 8012. I printed the number already, but before we get to that, let me just let me do the name recognition. We promise you we'll do this all the time when we come here, except we forget. If I forget, let me know. Bring me back to book. Our first person that joined this morning is Henry Ivy. Helen, welcome on board. We got Sarafina, welcome on board. We got Victor G. Wayne, welcome on board. We got David Booker, welcome on board. We got our own Cameroonian brother following us right here, Quincy Murphy, welcome on board, my brother. We are here making our own contribution. Okay, we got Honorable Josh Watkins Jr., welcome on board, my brother, following us from comfort zone, according to him, in district number 13, Monserrado County, Republic of Liberia. Welcome on board. Welcome on board. Thank you for joining us. We got Arthur Denix. Okay, Arthur Denix. Welcome on board. We got Mama Sensi. Welcome on board. Watching us from let leave that one. Let leave that one. Okay, all right, Mama. All right, okay, Mama say watching us from Yekepa, Nimba County, Liberia. Thank you for joining us. Then we got who next? Who next do we have here? We got Massa Ricks. Welcome on board, Massa. Welcome on board. Political Consciousness Talk Show. Vata P. Bali. Welcome on board. Okay. We got Ellison S. Jr. Welcome on board from Minnesota. All right, we got Florence Colley, our regular follower. Ellen Johnson Sully is guilty of everything that she did to the Liberian people. All right, welcome on board, Sister Florence. Then we got Melvin Blege. Welcome on board. We got Naomi Francis. Naomi, you got my first name as your last name. Oh, good, great. That's nice. Naomi Francis, welcome on board. Augustine T. Musa, welcome on board. Sene Simbi, welcome on board. We got, who next do we have here? Okay. We got Eugene. Okay, we got Kwapo Mayara, our regular follower. Welcome on board. Kwapo Mayara, welcome on board. We got, oh my God, messed up. Technology. Okay, Banas David, welcome on board. Yeah, Banas, you are sounding that kind of way. Okay, I changed that already. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, everybody, sorry. Benedict Eastman, welcome on board. Okay, thank you too. The mic sound terrible. Thank you, Achinchi. No adjustment. I just pull it down and shut it off. So I ain't gonna make no more noise here. I'm not even holding it. And this, if I don't pronounce your name good, just forgive me, okay? Dishes, welcome on board. All right, Jonathan Roberts, welcome on board. All right, great. Marie Hammer, welcome on board. You are okay now. Okay, thank you, Sister Marie. All right, Kona Bilia, welcome on board. Eugene Harry, welcome on board. Nancy Silly, welcome on board. So far, so good. That is it. So, if you have time, you can call now. Emmanuel Saki, welcome on board. Somebody say I'm selected. I don't know what I'm selected on again. I'll call your name. Emmanuel Saki, welcome on board. What I'm selected on again, my people? My own Pabila Joseph Baga. And I want I'm selected on, I don't know, but if I didn't call your name, I'll call your name now. Emmanuel Saki, welcome on board. Thank you for joining us. Jala Komazu, welcome on board from Lawiazu. Is it Zoso District, Lufa County? Welcome on board. Thank you for joining us. Oh, my own brother, I almost coming to take trouble. David Body, welcome on board. It's so funny. David, welcome on board. Facebook user, welcome on board. Yeah, my big sister she here every day, so she in class all the time. She can't miss it. Florence Kingsley, welcome on board. I'm enter there. She here every day. She in class. Ishmael Sano from Norway, watching her from Norway, welcome on board. And anti-trouble in the player. So I'm not trying to be selected here. If I didn't see your name, just inbox me. I'll call your name. Trust me, I will call your name. All right, Rufus Tijan. Welcome on board. You didn't call my name. I call your name now. Rufus, thank you for coming. Yeah, welcome on board. Welcome on board. Imara Saki again. Welcome on board. Everybody, if I didn't call your name, I'm sorry. Tina just joined up. Tina Brooks, welcome on board. I want to say to everybody, welcome on board. Just start calling. Let us discuss this issue. Let us see what kind of idea you got. Let me tell you something. You might not take your idea to be important in your little corner, but it could be though. You people might likely call some names here that none of those names will come through. Trust me. Because running mate is also key to winning a ticket. For that ticket to win, running mate. So let us discuss it today. I call the number. I will call it again. I printed the number. Alfred Koba, welcome on board. The number to call direct is 267-938-2801. 267-938-2801. The WhatsApp number to call the show is +1 267 648 8012. All right, so folks, we want to keep it under 2 hours this morning. We already got 1 hour on the clips, so we want to keep it under 2 hours. So let's do what we got to do. Quick. Let's get out of here. Some people too, they get tired. The people say we can go too long with the clips, but we got to do that so that you can come. We play music to get you out of your closet, and we go to the clips so you can just listen to some of the ugly stuff that going on in our country. And nothing has changed much yet. Things are still almost the same. All right, so folks, I just read the number. Give me your call. While I wait for your calls, let me do my small commercial, yeah, and I can cheat myself. Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, Immigration and Financial Services. We are helping our community members with, affordable but quality immigration services, including but not limited to preparing your citizenship, U.S. citizenship, initial green card application, I-94 if you came on the refugee paper, work permit, adjustment of status, filing for your adult children, minor children, parents, husband or wife if you are married, sisters and brother. Okay, we're also doing fiancé visa application for folks. Affidavit of support if you want to support somebody. Maybe you filed already, you there with somebody, or maybe you went to a lawyer, or maybe you went to Lutheran Social Services and they close in your state for whatever reason and you don't know what's going on, give her a call. All right, if you want to do life insurance, of course, we are certified to do life insurance too. If you went to school, you want to prepare your document to benefit from Joe Biden, student loan repayment deduction, give her a call. And don't get confused. The WhatsApp number is also part of our business number, okay? Our numbers are 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693. 267-648-8012, You can also get us on WhatsApp on our number. The both numbers, you can call WhatsApp, you will get us. The 267 number and 701 number, you can get us. So that is that. Our website is www.kangomaconsulting.com. www.kangomaconsulting.com. That's our WhatsApp address. Not WhatsApp, but website address. I'm sorry. Website address www.kangomaconsulting.com. That's our website. Everything about us is right there. You can go see it, whether we are legit or whatsoever. Everything right there. You can see. You can even Google us. We are on Google. Just go there, www.kangomaconsulting.com. Probably you don't need to use the www because we are actually getting super vibrant on Google. By the time you say KAN, the rest of it will pop up. All right. This is our own initiative. Our own initiative. Liberian, African, American immigrant business. That's it right there. Position, no position. Opposition, no opposition. Independent, no independent. That one, but we're not inside that one. They want a business, okay? You support us so we can grow too. So we can be able to do more than what we are doing. All right? In addition to that, DV 2024 is still ongoing. It will be ending early next month. So we decided to help our people that don't have the opportunity to play it where they are. Any country you are in. Whatsoever going on there, if you can't play, including Liberia, send us the information. Like I said yesterday, send us nice picture with white background. If you are in the Cinco area, go to Alante Photo Studio between 16th and 17th Street. Take your picture. They tell them you want TV picture. They will do it. In fact, they already got all the samples there. You send it to us or call me on one of those numbers that I just called. I will text you my email address, business email address. You send it there. You send me your address, your full name. Don't miss it. If you get children, list all the children with their pictures. If you ain't get no child, no problem. If you single, that's it. You good to go. If you live in single, let's say 12th Street area, yes, say single 12th Street, Monrovia, Liberia. That is right there. Monrovia, Liberia. Are you high school graduate? Yes or no? You finish college? Yes or no? Or you are in college? If you're not finishing high school, don't play it. And let me say so. American people say you must be high school graduate to be principal applicant. However, you can work around it. If you are married, your wife in high school, you make her principal applicant. Only principal applicant should be high school graduate. Okay? If you are married, your husband finish high school, let your husband be the principal applicant. Okay? But if you are not married, you don't finish high school, don't play it. The other Kuyokaya thing, people can do a Wall Street Center and not inside that business, okay? I'm giving you the information based on the American Embassy website and State Department website about DV 2024. That's the only information I got to give you. I can't give you different information. If you got different issue or different information, how to play, how not to play, what you can do, what you can't do, I'm not in that business, yeah? I just got to give you the right information. So that is that. Send me your information, your address, which country you're in right now, what is your eligibility country. It should be Liberia or your home country, and that country got to be on the list. Okay? If you are even in America, yeah, you don't get green card. You are in America, you don't get green card, you get work permit. You are eligible to play the DV. You are eligible to play the DV. You are in America, you don't get green card. You are eligible to play the DV. You are still Liberian. Even if you get green card, you are still Liberian, but that's a different story. Let's leave that one. So that is that. So you people now want to call. If you ain't want to call, I will start my own. All right. So that is that. Everybody, yeah, you ain't want to say nothing. You ain't want to call. Let me call the number again. 267-938-2801. 267-938-2801. Tomorrow is Friday. Today is wonderful Thursday. Let us do it together. Your call and give your suggestion about JNB, Joseph Nyuma Boaka Sr. Who y'all want to be selected as running mate to be vice president to JNB? That's the question I'm asking. If we say Peter Brown, why it should be Peter Brown? If you're not getting interested
in the topic this morning, it's all right too. You can decide to talk, you can decide not to talk. All right? So I'm waiting for your call. Some people doing something on the, okay, good job. We got our first caller on the WhatsApp number from Liberia. Good morning, caller. What is your name and where are you calling us from? Even though I said you're calling from Liberia already. Yeah, can you change your position a little bit so you can be clearer, please? It kind of a little bit okay, but just go ahead. Maybe while you will go through it will be better than that. But go ahead, my brother. You know what? Just shut it off and call back. Probably will be okay. Nobody can hear what you're saying. Yeah, not too okay. All right, folks. So we're waiting. We are waiting for your call. Give her a call. Banas David say he want to be. I want to be JMB running mate. Ambassador Francis, you want to be JMB running mate? Okay, we got that. Banas David say he want to be JMB running mate. Okay, you selected yourself, right? Okay, that's not too bad. We got it. Waiting for the next caller. 2023 is not too far from where we are. You either speak now or forever hold your peace. Let me borrow it from my brother. Jose Abraham Kamara, he's not on today. I do not know why, but he's not on today. Maybe he got some family stuff. Anybody you want to play the DV, I give you the information already what you're supposed to do. Take a nice picture with white background, 600 by 600 according to American people, and 1200 by 1200 pesos. Okay? That picture there, send it to my WhatsApp. Plus your address. If you get child, include the child name, include their picture. Alright? Our agency decided to help you people. People that are not able to play it for whatever reason. We are helping. Free of charge. You don't need to do nothing. Just do that. Don't give us no $5. We want no $5 from you. We just decided to help, okay? Myself on the DV. So, we want to help our people. If your Lord Sean, that's part of contribution. If your Lord not Sean, keep on playing. That is the golden rule of gamble. You got to keep playing. If you don't play, you don't win. Alright? So, my people, you ain't want to call. I want to talk plenty this morning. I will talk, but let me give you a small chance to talk first. I don't want to be the first. While we're waiting for that, let me promote the paper again, okay? JMB. While we're waiting for that. When you're ready to call, then I will call the music.
More experience. Better to be with.
This is Eric Johnson. All right. It will hold. You gotta think before you vote.
When we the president, who's your block? Who's your block? We're friend with your friend. Before you before you give me checks, Jose Baba. Everybody give me checks, Jose Baba. Everybody give me checks, when they go. When you try to see, now what's the one? The Mola. I'm down.
All right, folks, that was again Eric Johnson. That's Eric Johnson. We ain't even come up with the pre-campaign songs. We ain't come up with that. These are old songs with the exception of the rebuttal to George Williams is a liar, man. So more coming. Just stay tuned, okay? We ain't touch it yet. But folks, say you ain't want to say nothing. You say not too sure. Me, I want to say something. Okay, we got our first caller actually on the regular line. Let me see what they say. Good morning, caller. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is David Bolly.
Bro, Bolly, go there. I was there about to talk now, to talk my own talk. Say you want to talk, about to talk my own talk. But say you call, let me give you a chance to talk.
Today my boss may just step on. Let me talk quick and get off.
Okay, go right ahead, but I'll give you all the time.
My intake on this 1 year, for me, I was getting for to live with the party,
but you can suggest.
Well, for me, I don't know, because I think Google will do better too.
You see now you come on, you see it? Okay.
You'll be better. And system for justice, I think you'll make a good VP for him.
Okay.
And besides that, the election will take it to be easy instead of easy election.
No, it is not easy.
Then we have know that it's very unpopular. They will do everything to see. And we sitting down and looking at it to be like, it's going to be a silver platform.
No, anybody who's thinking like that, they are mistaken.
Yeah, you see what Ned is doing? You see what our lady is doing? They are preparing to steal the election. And we're sitting down without saying anything. We think it's going to be easy. So that's my own instinct. We've got to double up and see that George Williams do not steal this election.
Okay.
Okay, my brother.
All right. All right, go back on the club. I'm gonna make that money, clean money. No, not only clean money. My brother always on the clock. All right, brother. Thank you. All right, that was our first caller. Anybody want to call? If you want to call, give me. Let me talk my own talk. Even though the paper we do it, and I know people are advising him. I'm very sure he's thinking about it. But let me just tell you something. Democracy all over the world. Candidates and political parties, I don't care how the policy is good. I don't care how the manifesto is good. It's genuine. It is genuine. It is authentic. The only way that candidate or that political party can succeed to use their manifesto, to use their political agenda or development agenda to help the people and to develop the country, the people got to vote for you. And not just the people, but majority got to vote for you based on the constitution of that country. So we can take everything into consideration. We can take experience into consideration. We can take education into consideration. We can take whatever you think we can take into consideration. But for those of us that come from a political science background, the first thing we should take into consideration is what can we do? What can we do as a political party to win election? That's the first agenda there. When we grab that, now we can do what we promised the people. But if we can't get the election, if we can't get a vote from the people, everything we're talking a free talk. To be honest with you guys. And that's a part that I agree with Cyril Allen, former Secretary General of the National Patriotic Party and later became chairperson of the party, chairman of the party. He said on Spoon Talk, our political system in Liberia is domestic. It is true. Chancellor didn't have any support from abroad, especially whatever happened behind the scene with the issue of war, NPFL. And he said, monkey will now wear bamboo draw. Everybody that supported Chancellor to buy army ammunition to destroy our country, when he decided to be president, everybody back off. Everybody back off. Because Liberia political system is a domestic system, the people on the ground must vote for you and they should know you, they should trust you, they should have some reason to vote for you. You can come to America and solicit money. When you win, you can come here and ask people to help in terms of development. And nobody should be thinking, say, that America will not help Joseph Boakai, or other part of the world will not help Joseph Boakai because he was vice president, he's still doing government. That's not true. The only fundamental reasons why people, other countries around the world, they not pull in for George Weah because he defeated his own purpose upon arrival. This is a man that lived outside of Liberia at a certain point in time and played football for 22 years. That's a, that actually is a massive history. And did not go to any football academy. God gave it to him. This man from Liberia, a crew man, he became Africa best, Europe best, and world best. So that's a formidable history. Almost like Ellen Johnson Sully. She stayed long in advocacy. She's a woman, Africa's first female president, and later became whatever you call it. So that drew the entire attention of the world to our country. Then Ome Boakai come and say they squander opportunity. I agree with him. That level of global attention that was given to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf government in Liberia for almost 12 years. Because some people back up when they got to know she was not following. Some of our international partners back up. I can still vividly remember when Barack Obama visit to West Africa. I know he went to Ghana. And that trade, before I left Liberia, because I work as Minister of Foreign Affairs, Barack was to actually reach to Liberia. But because of corruption concern by the U.S. government, Barack said Ellen needed to improve. And therefore, he was not going to Liberia. Okay, that was kind of the end of the first term. But that level of international attention, okay, Tony Blair went to Liberia, Michelle Obama went to Liberia, George W. Bush went to Liberia, former U.S. president, Hu Jintao, the former Chinese president, the late Kofi Annan, United Nations Secretary General, and we have over 15,000 United Nations peacekeepers in our country. Over 15,000 United Nations peacekeepers in our country. So that level of massive support, we didn't see the tangibles that should have come out of that support as a result of international attention. Everybody wanted to see this iron woman, iron lady, who had become president for poor control Liberia, coming from war for 14 years, civil war for 14 years. The global community saw Liberia as a success story. As a success story. We all know what happened. We all know it. If you don't know it, then it's up to you. Now another success story came out. This other man lived in Gibraltar, our old brother. He didn't even go to any sophisticated school. He didn't even finish high school. For some reason, he said it. He was poor, his grandma was taking care of it, so he stopped to 11th grade. But from all indications, Joshua doesn't even look like someone who finished 6th grade. You can disagree with me. It's up to you. Okay? But because of his God-given talent, he maneuvered himself. He was focused to play good football, and he did just that. After that other history, the first woman president in Africa, we made another history. We made George Weah president. The young people saw themselves in George Weah. So they said, this man is our generational brother. We will carry him. And they did just that. Regardless of everything intellectual community, intellectual class in Liberia said about George Weah, the young people were determined to make him president, and they did. They did, 2017. That was another history. This is a man that played football for about 22 years. He didn't finish high school, he said to us. 2005, he said it. He didn't win. He came to America. He said he went to school here. He did his bachelor. He went back to Liberia 2011 and dropped down one step instead of presidential candidate. Dropped down one step as vice presidential candidate. He did not win. He told us he came back to America and did a master's degree. Whether he actually went to school or he didn't go to school, we do not know because he didn't give a diploma. Up to this point, if you have it, publish it on Facebook. Joshua did not show us a bachelor degree diploma. He did not publish it. He did not show us a master degree diploma because all of us that went to school, including high school, they gave a diploma and they gave a YS certificate. I challenge Joshua, he ain't got no YS certificate. Joshua ain't got no YS certificate. If Joshua succeeded going to any college or university here in America, probably he did GED. Because they do that here. If you come from Africa, you finish high school, that's a system here. Anything you're looking for in the country, you can get it. As long as you determine you can get it. You must go to GED classes and complete that basic high school material, and then later on, some colleges, some universities will accept you. Majority of the universities here in America and some colleges will not even accept you. They will not. So if George we are to 2005 that he didn't finish high school, clear cut, he did not have a YS certificate, he did not have a high school diploma. How can he came to America and went to college and went to university, got bachelor and got master degree later? Let George Weah show the diplomas. Let him show the up. If he did it, if he can show the diploma and we can authenticate those diplomas, the bachelor degree, master degree, then of course he did a GED courses. And he completed it. How he completed it in our business? How he completed it? That the requirement. Okay? There are some people here, some of our refugee sisters and brothers. They came in, they did not have a high school. They wanted to do nursing. They wanted to do CNA, Certified Nursing Assistant. They got to take those courses to be able to do that. People come from Asia. They go to library school. Some of them become medical doctors in this country. Only in this country those things can happen. Because America is a level playing field country. That's what I love about this country. It's a level playing field country. Just know what you want and pursue your dream. You will get there. All right? But then people say, it is true. There is no constitutional requirement to vie for the presidency in Liberia, including the United States, for example, and most countries. I researched it. Most of the constitutions around the world ain't got no academic requirement that you should be a master degree holder or you should be a bachelor degree holder before you can contest for presidency. But my people, this is a question I got for you. If you finish high school, how you going to lead the people this 21st century? Our great-grandfather then did it. Did it in Lofa County, in Grand Bassa, in Bopolu. We read our small oral history, right? King Saboso and King Long Peter then. Those are the people that led the indigenous Liberian at the time that led the war against the settlers. Okay, so I like to bring this small story so that we can get started. It is true. There is no constitutional requirement in Liberia for somebody to become president or to run for presidency. The basic requirements are, it used to be 4. They removed 1. Supreme Court removed 1 because of the war. The residential clause to live in Liberia 10 years consecutive prior to elections. They removed that one. So we got 3 basic requirements right now. You must be a Liberian citizen. Some people got other passports, other people don't know. You must be a Liberian citizen. You must be 35 years of age at least. And you should have 25,000 worth of property in Liberia. That's it. That means you must be taxpayer. However you pay your taxes, we don't care. Just be taxpayer. Because if you get 25,000 worth of property, that means you got to pay that real estate tax. You got to pay that. Those are the 3 basic requirements right now in our country according to the Constitution. No more residential clause. Supreme Court cleared that one. And when Supreme Court cleared it on the basis of our Constitution, the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia is the final arbiter of justice in our country. So anything they say when they come up with that decision, majority decision, it become part of our constitutional system. We call it case law. Those of us that got small idea about the law. Okay, we call it case law. All right, that is that. Justin Man, one of our regular followers, just joined us. All right. So Justin Man, we want to say welcome on board. But that is why it is. That is our country. So George will actually make history. Liberian people will make another big history the first female president of Liberia in Africa, the whole of Africa left. She got all that global attention, but you know what we got. That one when the old man said we scrounge the opportunity, some of you have problem with the old man, and that's true. Based on the attention that they had, they would have done more than what they did. They didn't do it. And he could not force it. He needed to stay in his lane as a vice president as prescribed by law. But look at it. Madam Sali appointed Joseph Boakai to work alongside with our Kuwaiti partners for that Lofa Highway project. They finished everything. What did she do? She called George Weah to break ground. During the campaign 2017. Y'all saw that, right? And y'all sit down here and say, oh, Vice President been there for 12 years. Oh, Vice President been in government forever. When you work in America, you stay on your job. You leave that job to go to another job. You get that massive experience. There are a lot of companies here that even offer you recruitment bonus because of that experience. I want to know that benefited for that. I say in the industry, mental health. Me, I can tell you my own. I can give it to you free. So you're not going to look for it. Yesterday, Randy Depot or Dapo, whatever you call it, he's a founding member of CDC. They all supported George Weah. Now he's supporting Alexander Cummings. He posted a concert picture in UPS uniform. I know it's fake, but let Jehovah confirm it's not fake. Eugene Fagon went to Liberia and referred to us as people that pushing cartoons. Thank God we're pushing cartoons. We don't go under the car to protest for our pay. We get it on time. That gossip, right? That cheap gossip. Let me tell you something. Whatever you do in America to pay your bills, be proud of it. I'm proud of what I do. I've been in mental health for 10 years straight. If I decide to go to another company, I will get recruitment bonus for my experience. If you say Joseph Boakai been in public sector, that massive experience is a crime. It is on you. Go and vote for the man that sold Coca-Cola for 35 years. He never been to Liberia. That's why he got 7% because he paid money for that votes. You go get it in. And we get it to Joe Weah. Majority of us say Joe Weah young man, right? He came from outside. Actually, he didn't come from outside. George Weah turned in government Joseph Boakai almost equal. Joe Weah played for Lone Star. Who owned Lone Star? The government Liberia. Who managed Lone Star? The government Liberia. Through Ministry of Youth and Sport and Liberia Football Association. Who paid them? The government paid them. The taxpayer money paid them. George Weah was over there playing for Lone Star. Many days he became technical director for Lone Star. You ain't know that one? Why you not putting blame on him? So when people get experience, when people age, that crime. Joe Weah was technical director all the way to the departure of Charles Taylor. They say, Joseph Boakai get the old politician. But hold on a minute. George Weah said Charles Taylor wanted to kill him, right? Some of you that don't understand the politics, we come here to provide you small education because we're not going inside no book. We're not flipping no paper. We're just talking it because we were there when they occurred. George Weah told the Liberian people we caused a man when he saw our game. So he got vexed. Chatera also said it. He got vexed and Chatera wanted to kill him. When George Weah returned to the country, he ran for election to first time, second time he didn't win. What did he do? That very group of Chatera, that the people he went in cahoots with. That's the people. And they only stopped there. We even heard that he and Joy Hawatera were loving. Chancellor's former wife. In fact, they stayed married. They didn't actually divorce. They did not divorce. They stay married. Okay, what did we see further? The CDC went into correlation with NPP. These are the people George Weah said wanted to kill him. Now he went into bed with them, political bet. Joy Hawatera, former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, on the same ticket with George Weah. What you want to tell me? What you want to say? What about that? L.S. Tyler from Unity Party. He in coalition with George Weah. That was their massive and brutal opposition political party during their time when he was Speaker of the House. L.S. Tyler. You know that. You know that, right? So when we got the political King Kong coming from Coca-Cola and say he do one thing over and again and expecting different result, now he said he got to change the flavor. He got to pivot. He went to Canada. Somebody asking, the guy called political imam, and he said, no, Liberia is right here. Liberia is right here and it's right somewhere here. So he got to come right here and meet with Liberia where Liberia is. When you got to know that. I thought your people said Joseph Boakai got too much experience. He committed a crime. Joseph Boakai is old. He committed a crime. Joseph Boakai squandered opportunity. He committed a crime. So Joy Howard Taylor is squandering opportunity right now because she is the first vice president of the Republic of Liberia. You can't change that. That is the truth. So we say this to say, Omen Boakai got to select somebody that will allow to the vote. And let me tell you my opinion. Somebody called and said they want to be careful. Let the Omen decide on his own. But let me tell you something. He's not going to decide just on his own, sitting in a corner. People got to be there to suggest based on what we know. I'm going to place condition on my own because the person they are coming to call, they also want to be president. So that's a condition there. That's plan A. My plan B will be a female. That will be my plan B. Okay, and this female is also a public official right now. And that's where I'm going to go. Some of you here, if you get all the ideas, you can bring it forward. You ain't want to call and you ain't want to even comment. Some people say, it's too hard to do it. And not hard, we got to do it. Life is all about decision making. When we make those decisions, we live by them, regardless of what happened. This is my suggestion. Holding everything constant, Omen Boakai said they are talking behind the scenes, some form of collaboration, or he said the word collaboration now looking funny in the ears of Liberians, right? So the Omen listening. That CPB thing, he said we need to get rid of that. They are behind the scene forming alliances. Alliances. Behind the scene. Holding everything constant. Let's just hold it constant. Let's say Tewan Gongo will agree to go as a running mate to JMB. Nimba County vote is split. If we get Tewan and we got his sister on our side, either Gongo, that's a good push. And the good thing here is two people not in the race anymore. They have always gotten votes, but they are not in the race anymore. Okay? Bronsky, Councillor Child Walker Bronsky is no more in the race. May his soul rest in peace. The lender councillor is no more in the race. That vote, we're going to get some. Prince Johnson's position is up for grab, so he's not going to be in the race, just so you know. Prince Johnson got more votes more than Alexander Cummings 2017 in Nimba County. He got over 126,000 votes. That vote, he was running for president. We can tap into that vote. We can tap into that vote. So, holding everything constant. I'm not saying Tewan should not go as president, but just hold it constant that the alliances the old men talk about behind the scene we hold. I will strongly suggest that Tewan Gongo be chosen as a running mate to JMB to win the election 2023 landslide. Landslide. We'll win it. You know? Because all the good thing the old men talk about, all the good thing we talk about, all of the fun thing, we will not be able to do anything until we win election. If we don't win, we can't do nothing. Here in America, the same thing. Everything Joe Biden talking here, Democratic Party needed to win before they get it done. My small car, I was spending $50 to fill my tank. $50 at the pump. That's the thing I like about American government. Anything they talk about that we do, the people can realize real impact, positive impact. I was spending $50 every 2 weeks. Yesterday I went to the pump And you know what? Me, I can pick up receipt. Some people don't pick up receipt. I pay for gas. When I go look, that $50 I was spending a few weeks ago, I spent only $38 in change yesterday. And my tank got full. At the same level, because I will drive it until the light show for gasoline before I go there. I say, wow. Because of inflation in America right now, all the prices going up, including gasoline. The American government decided to go into their petrol reserve. Joe Biden used executive order to go in there to reduce the suffering on our part at the pump in real time, my people. Those of you that live in America, just give it a try. That ain't working. Just go to the gas station. If you somebody that can keep receipt, look at your old receipt and just pump gas today and look at your new receipt. It dropped the same grade. America got 3 grades at least. They got on lender, they got how do I call it? Plus, and they got premium. In Liberia, we got single grade. Alright, some of us that use the on lender for certain cars, and we use premium for certain cars, the price dropped because of that decision. When COVID came to give us money, COVID came in Liberia, Joey and put money in the budget for themselves. They didn't give it to Liberian people. That's the difference there. That's the government, but the other government has also criminal behaviors. So cartel members, they get taking it for themselves. So yesterday I experienced that. So my people, I'm saying this to say all the good things that the public talk about, ending impunity, fighting corruption. The only way we're going to succeed doing that, we got to get the votes to go to the executive mansion. And I think Tiawan Gongro will be a force. And we're getting on our ticket. If we can do everything we need to do to work with Tiawan Gongro to get on the ticket with JMB, running mate for Nimba County, that would be a plus. That will be a plus. So the reason for that is Nimba County, according to folks that live there, consists of 2 major traps, the Gill and the Mano trap, followed by Mandingo trap and other small in the number. We can go into Akko and get some influential folks there to be on the campaign team. We can get that Mandingo vote in Nimba County. We can get it. We can get it. But tier one will be the best. Tier 1 comes from long-time human rights background. He himself interested in sweeping corruption, evident by what we've been seeing him doing. He said he will sweep corruption. That's why he got the broom. So if we tap Tier 1 Gongo, considering the conversation that going on behind the scene, we do not know about it, but the old man said they're talking behind the scene, because it is extremely difficult for a single political party or for a single political candidate to win the election in Liberia one time without any runoff, evident by the result we got from 2005, 2011, and 2017. It is hard because the Constitution says 50% plus 1 vote. It's not easy. According to Election Commission website, we got 21 registered political parties as of today. 21. Maybe other political parties are coming, other independent candidates are coming, and let me tell you something. Even Zogo get qualified to run for president in 2023. They will get some people follow them, and that will reduce the number for the other candidates. That's a fact. Councillor Gongo coming from that human rights background and being real cuckoo in the law, we advise JMB government how to go about everything he's talking about, including war and economic crimes. We will run after them. That's my reason that we should carry Gongo, and either Gongo almost won that election in Nimba County against Jeremiah Kung. Either Gongo, that old man there, she's strong politically in that place, and she was simply telling that before, just so y'all know, and she's part of Unity Party. So that would be a really, really formidable campaign force for Nimba County. Every county will sell our, massive campaign team to collaborate with the national campaign team. My people, that thing you're talking about, you forget it. What we do? That plan A right there. That's my suggestion to Ume Boakai. And those of you that are closer to Ume Boakai, that's my plan A, yeah? Me and nobody. I just here, I want to make sure Ume Boakai become president because I feel he will do better and our country will move forward. Okay? Those of you that are closer to him, you can call him every day. You can see him when you want to see him. That's my only suggestion there. Plan B. My plan B is Nyobli Kanga. That woman there, she's strong. That woman strong. She had won election in Grand Bassa County 2 times. And now you're listening. According to Lige, the corrupt Lige, our population is a youthful population. We get that. That's why we got to get young people ahead of the game. We got two majority tribes in Liberia, according to our population house. The number one majority tribe is Pere tribe. The Pere people, they're plenty. Pere people plenty, and you find them so many places and so many countries. Their original home is Bon County, but you also find it in Lofa. You find it in Magibi. You see that? So the second majority tribe is the Bassa tribe. That Bassa solidarity, it will help us. So that my plan B there, if we can succeed with Tewan Gomo, we can succeed with Nyombli Kanga. We can with Nyombli. That Bassa solidarity coupled with Liberty Party, Legislative Caucus, the the corruption King Kong expel Musa Belede, plus A.B. Delon, that will be also formidable. Because election is all about numbers, my people. We gotta get the number, we gotta get majority vote. That's the only way we execute our agenda. All the things we're talking that free. Until we can get that vote to take us to the executive mansion. Everything we're talking is not all right. So our best, not even our best, our first and foremost agenda should be what kind of strategy we can put in place to win election. What campaign strategy we can put in place to win elections. We can put all that theory behind us. We'll put everything on the side. All that strategy, how we make Liberia a better place so that it can be like under this boy that we give man job to, according to Joseph Walker. We give man job to a boy. And the boy don't know how to handle it. So that's the only way we're going to succeed. That's the only way we're going to succeed helping our country to turn the corner around from ugly to better. At least to go back to the framework of public policy. This time around, when we get it, we got to put it back and we got to back it by law. Not just executive decision. We got to carry on legislative decisions. Nobody can change it easily except that body. That's what we need to do. So those are my two suggestions. Plan A and Plan B. And I gave you the reasons. Plan A and Plan B. But let me give you the side conversation. Let hold it constant. That he won't want to be president, he will go. That's okay. We'll carry Nyombli, VP, for the Bassa vote. We go by the Grand Bassa County after the election and carry on by election and replace Nyombli with another candidate from our camp. Musa Belede now no chairman for Liberty Party. He just there as a public face. Whether you like it, you not like it, that is business. Bronski funded that party with a foundation from Grand Bassa County. You know that. Nimba County man, because he get 1 or 2 that I go sit down and call his chairman and expel the original owners. He making fun with his mouth, according to Jake Kolba. He making fun with his mouth. He's dreaming in the day. That partner for It is not for Musa Belete. He just wasting his time. He wasting his time. That's a Bassa people party. I know other people are there, but dominant Bassa people, y'all know that. Y'all know that. I'm gonna go sit down there. So Nyobli will get votes. I can tell you for sure. Nyobli Kanga will get votes. She'll get votes. So if we succeed with that, it is from all indications, Joseph Boakai is going to be the next president of the Republic of Liberia. If we don't get it 1 pound, considering 21 political parties, registered political parties as of today, that's okay. Tewan Gongo party not going to win us anyway. We're going to win the election. If we go into the runoff, we're going to go to the runoff with the King Kong guy. This Joe Weir guy, because the man is an incumbent. That's a fact. There's a clear-cut political analysis. He's an incumbent. So Joe Boakai, if we can't get it 1 point, if we can't get it 1-1, we'll go to the runoff with Joe Weir. Trust me. Even if all the opposition don't come on board with Joseph Boakai, Tewan Gongo will come on board. Tewan Gongo will come on board, and the rest of the opposition political, I'm very sure, except Cummings, they don't mean what they say. Except the ANC people don't really mean what they say. And you know what? They don't have a base domestically. They got base in America. But we that in America, we ain't going to vote, even though me I will vote. But majority of the people that Cummings going around soliciting money, they're not going to vote. However, we will need him because he will have some money. We need that money for logistics. If he's willing to come, he can come on board. If he's not willing, okay, we'll let it go. The brown skin group will come to us. At some extent, Nima County will give it to us. When we win the election, my brother, Tewan Gongo will just a minister. Tewan Gongo will just a minister. The issue of human rights, we already finished with that. We finished addressing that. We just put Tewan Gongo there. The issue of impunity must be laid to rest. And by the time we put Tewan Gongo there, the first thing to do is to make sure we start the initiatives of war and economic crime. We're telling you, we're not hiding it. People will be here accountable for their stewardship. And y'all save this video. Y'all save it. Everything I'm saying here might not be exact based on what Joseph Boakai will do, but it's not going to be too far from it. And I'm not closer to any of them. But I'm telling you based on my experience. I was right at City Hall when Charles Taylor, MPP, Pajero went there and dispersed the opposition that were trying to put together to go as a collaborating political party. 1997 didn't hold. Did not hold at all. I was right at City Hall there. Because I live in Satan. So we've been in the political environment for a little while now. A little while. We saw things play out. When 2005 came, we participated, we saw it. When 2011 came, we did not participate because we're not in Liberia any longer, but we participated from this end. Behind the scene and on the screen. We saw it. So all the good things we talk about, everything we think we can do. The first thing we need to grab is we need to grab the votes. We need to grab the vote. Good morning, Jerry.
Hey, Mr. Professor, how you doing?
Life is good, brother. I'm just giving small political analysis. Those who want to get it, they can take it. Those who want to get it, are business. But I'm giving it. Huh?
So I'll call you back later on then.
Okay.
So you did, so I'll call you back later.
Okay, no problem. I'll tell you according.
You on live?
I'm on live right now. I'll tell you according to the show. That's why I pick up your call.
Oh, I'm not okay. I don't know the topic, but I'll watch it later and call.
Okay, no problem. I'll be getting done in a few minutes. Anyway, but you fine, my brother. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right, my people, yeah, sorry. That's one of our regular followers, but he said he didn't call for that. He called for something different, public business. So, my people, those are my reasons. Where Liberia is right now, it is extremely difficult for one political party to grab it hands on. Because 21 registered political parties and everybody going to grab their own. It is for sure. But let's see how many people Election Commission will register to vote. Maybe if the number increase more than 2017, probably we can make it though. Depending on the campaign team. This time we cannot have single campaign team. Bigger counties need to have their own campaign team. Bigger counties, for example, Nimba County. Nimba County need to have their own campaign team to collaborate with the national campaign team. Lofa County need to do the same thing. We need to do the same thing in Lofa. We need to do the same thing in Grand County. We need to do the same thing for Margibi. Cape Mount, Grand Cape Mount County and Bombay County, we can put them together to have a campaign team right there. For those two counties, because they are smaller counties. In fact, we can add Bapolu there. No, we're taking Bapolu out of that place. Bombay County and Grand Cape Mount County can be together as a campaign team to collaborate with the bigger campaign team. Okay? And then we go to the southeast. Okay? So Grand Bassa and Riverside will get one campaign team right there. Crack team. They're speaking in their local language and all that stuff. So the entire southeastern region, let's say for Eastern, Maryland and Sando, we can put them together. Grand Jida, River G, and Grand Crew, we put them together. That's how we need to do it. The Monserrado County, we got to divide Monserrado County into 4 major zones because we want mistake. 4 major zones. And now, at the level of national campaign team, we can have coordinating arms to coordinate with all of the campaign teams so that we can be on the same page. We're not messy because everything they judge we are leaving power will be easy. You're making a mistake. It's not going to be easy. We got to work like we will work normal. Because when you want to be somebody who is criminal minded and they never thought they could win election and then one day and they're abusing our people, using our national resources, raping our sisters, killing some of them, killing our auditors, killing our security people that providing security for them. And he come and sit and go to his studio, recording studio, and say they were doing boyfriend, girlfriend business. And he come to United Nations General Assembly on camera and lie to the world. And people are stealing in the day. He looking at them. He got the information. He can't even fire them. Then you got to sit down and rethink. If you think this one will be a silver platter, you are making a big mistake. Those of us that want to work hard to get George Weah out at the ballot box, we got to double our work. We got to go into the trenches. We got to go to our people. It costs us to speak our dialect, and we know it, we got to learn to speak it. Got to go sit and eat with them and tell them about the importance of their own life, their children, and unborn children generation. And the importance of their vote. We got to go tell them. You can't have a single campaign team in Monrovia sitting there eating Kobo and things are going wrong in those counties and you're expecting some kind of result at the end of the day. No! Campaign start today, we start training poor washer. Don't make that mistake. We start getting people who are loyal to changing this country for better. We start to train them as poor washer and we start to, strategically position them where they're going to be. And whatever we need to give them, we got to start even giving it before time. Logistics. So, it ain't going to be bread and butter. Let me just tell you, Joseph Boakai people there, they want part of that free political analysis. Free, oh, I'll give it to you. Y'all keep the video. When the decision is made by Joseph Boakai and his team, you will see it. That's what we got to do. Say one Gogo or Nyombrikanga. I hear it. If the woman go outside of those two people, okay, it's fine. But just remember, Newton's third law of motion states every action there's an opposite and equal reaction. Every decision we take, every decision we make, will be held accountable for it, whether good or bad. So those of us who are not nobody, we want to be president, we don't want to be city mayor, we don't want to be representative, we don't want to be senator, we don't want to be nothing. All we are interested in is we want Liberia to be a better place. So when we go there, we don't have to be looking over our shoulder. That's one. Two, we want this level playing field to be created so that all of us Liberians can have the opportunity to compete in the environment of fairness and play by the same rule for everybody. That's what I'm interested in. And my internal system is telling me Joseph Barker is that man that will create that environment. No influence. Joseph Barker is that man that will create the way I want to see Liberia. Not just for me, but for my children and unborn children. That's the reason why I sit there for 1 hour telling me 2 hours. I said we'll be doing something different. Albert Einstein said the bad people are the people that sit and don't vote and allow those ugly people to get re-elected. If you are a good citizen and you say that you don't vote, you are the mean evils, because you allow the evil's intention to be achieved. So my people, Sister Couple, what are you saying here? You say yes, the playboy president that don't speak. Okay, Teofilo Newman, welcome aboard, but my man, I'm about to go now. Please inbox me your number. I need to talk with you. Okay, Teofilo, do me a favor. Take my number if you are on. The number on is printed. Let me do it again so you can see it. My number is 267. This is my personal number. That's not the show number. If you are listening, Teofilo, if you are listening, it's 267-648-8012. 267-648-8012. That's my number. Let me pin it again. My phone number, okay? My phone number. That is the same number I'm using. Okay. On the show today for WhatsApp. So my phone number, okay. Yeah, sorry, I can't be typing, my people. My own people. All right, so we got to keep it there, my people. That is what it is. Teofilo, I just printed my personal number. A part of the show is the number. My two numbers are actually public. Plus the show number that 3. But the show number, when I get out of here, I don't answer call here again. I'll be gone. All right. So I just did it, and that is it. You can call me. Whatever you want to say, if that business reason, fine. Again, let me remind you before I go. DV 2024 is on. You want us to help you send all your information. If you are not yet, watch the show. Everything I said, follow through. If you don't want to listen to that, that's fine. Call me. The two numbers are on WhatsApp. Call me. DV 2024 is on. Okay, let me do my last commercial. I get out of here. Kangoma Multi-Services Consulting, Immigration, and Financial Services. We are helping our community members with U.S. citizenship application. If you came here, you got your green card, at least 5 years, you want to naturalize, we can help you get that process done. You want to file for your adult children, your minor children, you want to file for your husband, you want to file for your wife if you are married, you want to prepare your green card, the initial one, you want to renew because it expired, maybe you want to get a replacement, maybe it got lost. You want to do adjustment of starter or not married, Fiancé visa, affidavit of support, visiting visa, okay, visiting visa and student repayment plan. All those small things, we're able to do it for you. All right. And guess what? We are offering up to 15-minute free professional phone consultation. That's what we are doing for our people, free. So that we just provide you with the necessary guidance. The one we know, we give it to you. The one we don't know it. If you want to deal with us, you can deal with us. If you don't want to deal with us, that is okay too. But at least we offer you information that you can get started on. All right. Our number side 267-648-8012, 267-648-8012, 701-330-4693, 701-330-4693. Our website address is www.kangomaconsulting.com, www.kangomaconsulting.com. This is a limited liability agency, okay? Pure business. It's not an NGO. This is not an NGO. This is not a program. It's an agency that help you to prepare your immigration paperwork based on family-based immigration services. Just so you know, there's a big disclaimer. We are not lawyers. We don't go to court on behalf of anybody. We just play our role, prepare your paperwork, we send it to immigration, the local, they say it's okay, it is okay. That's it. And you give us nominal amount to do that paperwork. If we were to compare us with law firms. That's the reason we're doing it, because we know a lot of people in our immigrant community, they get problem with this paperwork. I can tell you for sure. And if you don't do it right, they'll reject you. And they give you a short time to redo it. If you don't do it, you can't get there no more. It finished. So that's why we say we will form an agency to be able to help our people. Even though this is America time, it's money. But you're not really going to give up big money if you were to compare us with lawyers. So that's why we do what we do. So my people, I want to say, thank you plenty for coming this morning. Many people didn't join us this morning. Some people say we take longer time to get started. We got to do that because we want to get more people on board. We're not doing it like we just want to. We want to get more people on board before we start the conversation. So that way, at least, people will be able to share our live show. And my people, please share. Y'all go on Facebook and follow us. Y'all go on YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on Twitter right now. We added one more social media network. So this thing we're talking here is going. As we talk, it's just going. Y'all give it to our people. Let them listen to us, so that our small platform can have more, more followers to listen to our voice, our golden voice. Some people come to say that, not true. All right, so I just want to say we are grateful to our creator, and we appreciate you so much taking your valuable time to join us every time we come here. Don't forget, tomorrow going to be what's on your mind, and you can call and say whatever you want to say. Tomorrow going to be what's on your mind. Friday. Today is Thursday. I want to stop it here. I want to say thank you again. Thank you. I see you when I see you. Bye now.